Welcome back to NVDA Radar Talks. NVIDIA. Semiconductors were among the stock market's biggest decliners on Thursday. NVIDIA fell by more than 1%, but I seem to see a situation that is reversing. As of 1 p.m. on Thursday, 25 million shares of the stock had been traded, compared with 33 million shares on Thursday. It is believed that today's trading volume should be higher than Thursday's. Although today is a heavy volume trading day, I don't think big capital has left the market today. We can see from the 10-minute chart that the stock pulled back immediately when its price dropped to $882 today. This position corresponded to a large number of transactions on May 3rd. This is clearly a support position. In addition, point A is where today's trading volume is concentrated, but the price has pulled back above that position, which is a positive sign. The trading volume on May 7th was also high, but its closing price was not far from the current price. Let's take a look at the capital flow of the stock. As of 1:15 p.m. today, the stock had a net capital outflow of $1 billion. On Tuesday and Wednesday, there were net capital outflows of $600 million and $200 million respectively. The outflows on Thursday were a bit large, but I think it was a reverse net inflow. Let's take a look at the position cost distribution of the stock. The current position profit rate of the stock is 76%, and the selling pressure is relatively high. Most positions are concentrated between $860 and $910. Position volume below $860 is not large, so the selling pressure is not very strong. But at the same time, we must also see the reality clearly. We see through the daily chart that there is a large number of transactions at this position. The power of bulls and bears is reflected here. It is difficult to say who can win and break through the key price level. 44 analysts have rated NVIDIA stock in the past 3 months and have given the stock price targets for the next 12 months. Buy ratings account for 95.46% and hold ratings account for 4.55%. The average price target for NVIDIA stock price is $1,007.93, with the highest estimate being $1,400 and the lowest estimate being $620. Wall Street is strongly bullish on NVIDIA. I think NVIDIA stock will hit $970 for the third time this year. But it's hard to say whether the stock will break through the $1,000 mark. At this point, I don't see a lot of capital exiting the stock. I believe the stock still has the power to push its price higher. Airbnb. Airbnb reported first quarter results on Wednesday, with revenue and profit beating analysts' expectations. Revenue rose 18% to $2.14 billion from $1.82 billion a year earlier. However, the company's second quarter revenue outlook fell short of expectations. As of 2:10 p.m. on Thursday, the stock fell nearly 7%, with a trading volume of 11 million shares and a turnover rate of 2.56%. On the previous day, 8 million shares were traded, with a turnover rate of 1.91%. It is estimated that many investors will be confused and think that after the company announces quarterly revenue, the stock price will rise sharply. However, on the contrary, it is indeed difficult to predict. We can see from the 10-minute chart that the stock traded heavily after opening on May 3rd, and then the stock price began to fall. Wednesday was also a day of heavy trading as some investors had predicted a plunge in prices. Today, the stock's main trading volume is concentrated in the morning, and the price fluctuations are smaller in the afternoon. It is currently uncertain whether the price can rise in late trading. Let's take a look at the stock's capital flow data. As of 2:20 p.m. today, the stock had a net capital outflow of $100 million, while the stock had a net capital inflow of $34 million on Wednesday. I think this should be a net capital outflow. Things don't look good. Let's take a look at the position cost distribution of the stock. The stock's current position profit rate is 30%, and the selling pressure is average. Because of the sudden sharp drop, many positions remain between $152 and $168. There is not much selling pressure below the current price, but there may be a lot of loss-making selling above, which may affect the strength of the stock's rebound. 38 analysts have rated Airbnb stock in the past 3 months and have given the stock price targets for the next 12 months. Buy ratings account for 21.05%, hold ratings account for 63.16%, and sell ratings account for 15.79%. Airbnb's average stock price target is $151.63, with the high estimate of $200 and the low estimate of $103. Wall Street rates Airbnb stock neutral. Airbnb's current price has fallen back to February this year, and there is a large trading volume at this position. Based on comprehensive analysis, the stock may fluctuate between $143 and $150. I don't think there's a lot of profit potential from buying here. ARM Holdings. ARM Holdings on Wednesday issued a full-year revenue forecast that fell short of investor expectations. The stock fell nearly 2% on Thursday. As of 3:20 p.m., the stock had traded 27 million shares, with a turnover rate of 28%. The trading volume on the previous day was 15 million shares, with a turnover rate of 16%. The stock opened lower and moved higher today, and the bulls showed strong strength. We can see from the 10-minute chart that the stock traded heavily throughout the day on Thursday. The price quickly rose after the opening. The intraday price fell but was immediately pulled back. The bullish performance remained strong despite the company releasing a piece of negative news. Data showed a net capital outflow of $73 million as of 3:30 p.m. today, as negative news about the company led to massive stock selling. The stock had a total net capital outflow of $110 million on May 7th and 8th. But given the stock's price performance today, I think today's net capital outflow should be a reverse entry. Data shows that the stock's current position profit rate is 30%, and there is little selling pressure. The $127.80 level is the peak area for positions in the stock. There isn't much position volume below current prices, so the stock isn't currently facing much selling pressure. 15 analysts have rated ARM Holdings shares in the past 3 months and have given the stock price targets for the next 12 months. Among them, buy ratings accounted for 53.33%, hold ratings accounted for 40%, and sell ratings accounted for 6.67%. ARM Holdings has an average stock price target of $114.92, with the high estimate of $160 and the low estimate of $72. Based on comprehensive analysis, I think the stock should rebound, with $125 being the short-term resistance. That's it. This is my analysis. If you have different ideas, please leave a message below. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, please give a thumbs up and click the subscribe button. See you in the next video.